gosh, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm in Santa Monica, in Super LA, my LA hat. I took my daughter's tanning lotion, so hopefully I'll get darker. Anyway, but that's not the point of this. First of all, I am a true Cancer. I don't like to leave the house. And forever I kept saying, I'm gonna do readings and videos at the beach because we live so close to the beach, and that is, I know for a fact, a luxury that a lot of people do not have, and we have that luxury. I never do a video here. I realized that here's another summer that I'm gonna let go anyway and not film. So my youngest is like, let's go to the beach, and I'm like, no, the audacity, I want to stay home. So the cards that I brought, and I have so many decks, and I wonder if there is a LA, Los Angeles deck, and if there is a beach deck. I need to look for that. I know there's a summer one. Anyway, I brought the Black Moon astrology card, so this will be more of an oracle reading, and I wanted to really talk about how your planets, your personal planets on your natal chart, how they ingress. And I want to pause and take a second and use the right terms. It's really called secondary progressions, and my sun, well, everyone's sun, and mind you, all the planets that you have in your natal chart, they move. But we're going to focus on the sun to make it simple. The sun moves about 1 degree per year. So over time, it can leave your natal sign and enter another, which is the next zodiac sign. An astrologer will calculate this by using an ephemeris, which is a book. Or you can maybe find an app and go look up your progress chart. I'm a natal sun Cancer. When I turned 18, my sun progressed into the sign Leo. When I turned 47, my progressed sun ingressed, because I keep using the word ingress in this video, into the sign Virgo. Your natal sun never changes. I'm always a Cancer through and through. Your progressed sun evolves throughout your life. Think of it as your soul maturing into a new chapter. My progressed sun entered Leo when I turned 18, so I spent 30 years learning Leo lessons. Now that I'm 47, my progressed sun has ingressed into Virgo, and now I'm going to be learning in this next chapter in my life lessons on Virgo, and I'll explain that. And it's different for each zodiac sign. You can look it up on an app, and also it's not just your sun sign, your moon sign changes, your Venus sign changes. All of these progressed planets change and ingress to another zodiac sign. I wanted to use me as an example. So like I said, I'm a Cancer, and today is the first day of Leo season. So I always like to say happy solar return whenever we talk about seasons. And my sun sign has changed to Leo when I was the age of 18. And when I turned 18, I immediately, well, there was a transition before. It wasn't like the day of, right? But there was a slow transition, and then it was full on. So I'll explain how that looked. Before, I was very sensitive, okay? Very shy. I'll just say very shy. It's been so many years that I can't even relate to that young child. Anyway, so once it turned into Leo, that transition, I remember I took my first art class, and the teacher was like, "You're an artist." And that happened when I was 17. And then as I turned 17 to 18, I was truly an artist. Like, I will get paid for my art. I would do art all the time. Never, only self-taught, only did it for pure, like a hobby, which is very Leo. So it was a hobby of mine, but sometimes I would get paid, but I didn't want to be a serious artist. I just wanted to do it for fun, which is very Leo energy too. And then I cut my hair, and I had a good amount of hair. I was very feminine, Cancer, and I cut it, and I went in requesting a T-Boz haircut. If you're from LA and South Central, I went on Crenshaw, and there's like all of these barbershops, and they're down a row in hair shops. And I went down every single one of them, and I was like, I want a T-Boz haircut. How much does it cost? And at the time, they all quoted me for $80, $70 to $80. That was very expensive for someone who was 17. So back in the day, we're talking about the 90s. And I was like, oh, $80. Oh, God, $80. I'm going shop by shop, And then I went to a barbershop for some reason, and he said, I'll cut your hair for $12. $12? I was like, I got $12 in my back pocket right now. I looked at my cousin, and I was like, let's do it. Okay, 17 years old, cut my hair on Crenshaw. That barber was my barber for some years later. I went to him for a long time. Anyway, so not only did he cut my hair, but then he dyed it, and he was young too. He looked like he was fresh out of high school. I ended up paying $12. I don't even think I tipped him. And I was in there for a long time because he was new and he was excited. I was his first female, and he cut my hair from long hair to short, and he dyed it. I think he even put a texturizer in it. I don't remember. I came home, my mom cried, good tears. She loved it. I mean, I never will forget. I walked in her bedroom and she was just like, anyway, I say all that to say, fast forward, that was 17. Fast forward to 18. I turned 18 years old, and it's like once I turned 18, I bleached my hair blonde, okay? Very Leo. Check out my Venus and Leo video, and you will understand the Leo energy. And I felt so confident, okay? I felt like I was the most gorgeous woman in the room. The confidence was so high. Every club I went to, every place I went to, I mean, I didn't second guess it one time when someone said, you're attractive. Oh, you're so pretty. Thank you, obviously. That was the mentality. On the negative side, I was very confrontational. This new confidence became very much a know-it-all and very, very confrontational. That's basically in a nutshell without getting too personal because my Scorpio moon won't allow it. So I was just thinking about that while I was running today too, about the ingresses and it changing and your sun sign changing. And I just want you to understand all your planets change, like your moon sign change, your Venus sign change. They all change over time, but the sun to me is such a pivotal highlights of my life. And now I'm 47, and now my sun is changed officially once I hit 47, which was just a few days ago. It has changed into Virgo. And right before it turned into Virgo, I saw the transition because now I know it's coming because I'm an astrologer. So bread making is a very Virgo situation. You know, I started really being serious about the ingredients that I put in my body, going to the farmer's market and being consistent. Also too, working out, being consistent and having a morning routine. I'm so serious about my morning routine. And I'm sure the more that sun gets stronger in that Virgo energy, this will intensify, okay? It will refine itself. And also too, I look at my closet and I think clutter. I didn't think that before. Before I used to say, I'm not throwing away anything. Now I want to reduce and refine, very Virgo energy, refine the clutter. I've been excited about turning from Leo to Virgo because I'm excited about maybe getting a dog. I'm excited about refinement, improving my mental health. I'm excited about having a routine. I mean, that could be because I'm older, but I'm excited about those things. I used to think Virgo energy was so boring. Now I am like so excited about it. If you're like, okay, what does this have to do with me? You're talking about yourself. I want you to understand that your sun sign and all your planets, they change too. And how do you know when it changes? If you put your birthday down, you don't even have to put the time, but if you put the day of your birthday down, then I'll let you know what age it changes to, okay? And whenever you book a reading with me, I always discuss that because I find that to be something that people want to know. So I always let them know that. Also too, I want you to understand, also too, I realize I'm not as confrontational. You to be aware of that. I'm like, And the refinement so far has been getting rid of toxic people. I told a friend the other day, you know what, I've decided that I'm going to cleanse out all the toxic energy out of my life, all the toxic friends. She's like, you're not gonna have any friends. I thought that was hilarious, but I thought to myself, I like that. I like that cleansing energy, very Virgo, and healing the mental, and having healing and positive energy around you. Okay, I'm running on a tangent. Anyway, how do you do it for yourself? If you don't want to write it down because you have Scorpio energy, Okay, you're being secretive, or just because you like to know on your own. How you can know yourself, okay, is that you can look at your sign, whatever your planets are in. Let's say you're talking about your moon moves faster than the sun. But let's say you're talking about your sun. So if your sun is in Aries, you look at the next sign that's next after Aries. And I'll put it up, the order. In some years, your Aries will turn into Taurus. And then after Taurus, it will turn into Gemini. Let's say if you are a Pisces, your Pisces energy will change into Aries. It will be very confrontational, okay? And then, and very brave and fearless. And then it will turn into Taurus, where things slows down and you'll be serious about your material and what you value. Okay, so you just go in the order of your that zodiac sign, or your zodiac sign. I'm still a true Cancer. Like I said, I didn't want to get out the house. There is that, but I did get out the house to work out. And also too, I just joined a gym that's very Virgo, and I have a Peloton at home, but I said I need to get vitamin D, which we're getting. Also very serious about my supplements. All these things are very new and consistent. If you have my personal TikTok, then you know I also have a routine where I clean my house every single morning, just surface cleaning. But that is something that I do now, and this is all very, very new. And I'm sure it's going to improve, because that's what Virgo likes to do, is improve things. Let me pull some cards about ingressing for you. The waves are so calming. They're so beautiful. I'll show you in a minute. Pull some cards in regards to ingress for you. And this is timeless. Okay, this is not like a reading for a 30-day reading. No, this is just when you hit this video. And maybe I'll add on things to this video or more information to make it more legit, because it's such a carefree, and I'm not a carefree person. Give you knowledge on it. And as an astrologer, it's something that I love. I love astrology, by the way. I could talk about astrology all day. Anyway, so we have the 9th house. The 9th house naturally rules astrology, higher wisdom, lifelong learning, and expanding your perspective. It feels like a confirmation that studying your progress chart can completely change the way you understand your personal growth and your life's journey. And it's about having faith, the 9th house. It's also about expanding your world, expanding and coming out from that small community into the world. It could also be philosophy and changing your philosophy on things. But the key word here is faith. So we're going to focus on that. And while you're ingressing, while you're growing, because it is growth, and expansion is also the 9th house. It represents expanding and stepping into a new world and thinking of not just yourself, but the world beyond you. Then you have to have faith. You have to have a leap of faith. You have to be very optimistic. You have to have a curiosity for learning. You have to also have this principle of being one with others and connecting with others. Let me pull another card, because I love that one. That was great. We have the air element. Air represents the mind, communication, curiosity, learning, and exchanging ideas. Since I've already pulled the 9th house, and that is the house of astrology and higher wisdom, I feel like it's confirmation that the next chapter is about learning, teaching, studying, and sharing knowledge with others. It is a reminder to stay open and allow new perspectives to change, well, let's say shape your new chapter in life, or that growth that's going to. While you are ingressing, while you are growing, you need to have the energy of intellect, communication, sharing your knowledge, learning your knowledge, learning your truth, researching. Okay? Constantly learning, constantly sharing. You know what I'm realizing? Just as a side note, I had another bathing suit on, and I told my daughter, like, I can't wear this bathing suit. I ordered it online. It's a G-string. Oh my gosh. What am I? I'm not on Love Island. And now I'm looking, not woman, but yeah, just about, they have on G-strings. It must be the new thing. Anyway, but yes, constantly learning, constantly socializing, learning from others, not just learning from your own world, but learning from others. So expanding, growing, being open, optimistic, having faith, being real, learning, constantly learning about this new ingress that you're having and embracing it. I'm gonna pull one more and that's it, I promise, just one more. And then we have the water element. I actually love this card. It is the water element. Water represents intuition, emotions, healing, spiritual connections. To me, this is a reminder that this new chapter isn't just about gaining knowledge. It's about trusting your intuition as you grow. I don't want to just learn about astrology intellectually. I want to continue feeling it, embodying it, and letting that inner wisdom guide me. So let it guide you. Love that. So this is also connecting to spirituality. It also says senses, and it's so funny because mine turned into Virgo. So how does it relate if you're going into an earth sign? But really sensing on what your soul is really meant to do. What is your emotions telling you? Be sensitive to the energy and environment around you, your environment that you created, your surroundings. Also, the water element deals with a lot of relationships. Relationship with self, relationship with God, relationship with others. A lot of compassion and love, and also creativity. All those things you should be doing as you are growing and expanding your world and researching knowledge. Alright? That is what I have. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, this is just random. Sending you a burst of energy. Happy Leo season to everyone. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.